I think the past week or so we've been really, really critiquing all. I shouldn't say critiquing, but really hyper focused on the lore of the games that we've been playing lately. So I think that today we're just gonna relax and just play the game with a little less not looking too deep into it right now. We're gonna just enjoy it for as it is right today. I'm gonna come back to kind of our lore examination and all kinds of games and stuff like that, but a little bit later. We're coming today. We're just gonna come at it from an angle of that we're just gonna get our home back today. Caught Book of Pole Weapons. We don't want to necessarily worry about that. So we have a. Whoop. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Let's run back. Run back in here. So I think I have a little antivirus thing. I don't know if that's. Whoop. Hold on, your guy's side. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that. Okay, it doesn't seem like that bothered at all. Let's check the sound while we're at it. Okay, there we go. Okay, it seems like it's doing good.
Hopefully
doing
that.
good.
Okay, it doesn't seem like that bothered
I have
at
it.
all. Let's check the sound.
Maybe here in double. That was me checking the sound. Okay, here we're back. Okay, there we go. We can check the bookcase real quick. Okay, just wanted to see what there was. If there was possibly another book there that we may want. So they've got a few things here. It's not gonna go anywhere. So unless we'll just take the keys. Can always come back for it. Let's just pick up all these arrows. Oh, inventory's full. So pretty much, if we fight it all right now, it's just mostly gonna be for. Wow, you can hear arrows landing all around us. I don't know if that sound might be a little loud. And let's back up. It might be a little loud. There we go. Let's lower it down. I think he's not gonna be able to hit us. There we go. I figured he wasn't gonna be able to hit us that easily while we weren't paying attention. So, I think strong weapon parry is still active, so we don't have to activate it again. So we should be able to just keep beating on these guys a little bit more. Once we have all of them killed, we can kind of just whittle our way all the way down to the king, Baron Burkasad, the pirate ruler. I'm kind of curious if we're gonna be able to fight a rank 10 with our current setup, because I think we may be in a situation where we're just really good off, good gear, and well set up just from a gear perspective. Look. Okay, key and coins. There we go. Important dagger. That's interesting. Let's put that down. And it's also daytime now, so we could also go and sell some stuff if we wanted. Let's go ahead and just get some kills though. Whoop. Zip our way through. Oh, and there's a horse. Common bred horse. Hold on. Oh, I could do something about it later, but let's just track these guys after us so we can hit them. It sounds like they're like unsheathing their weapons constantly. I don't know what's going on there. I think there's someone that we can't see. It's in a situation where they can't kind of appropriately come out and fight us. Hold on. Let's do some fighting. Let's get these guys whittled through now. This pretty much solve all our problems, because if there is someone out down there that just can't seem to get stuck, just taking the weapon out and putting it back over and over again, we'll be able to find them pretty easily, I'd imagine. Whoop. Just throw some cuts on to them. Oh, we missed. Let's throw one more. Throw a parrying defense on. I think we needed that buff again, just in case. Just in case. I mean, we do have quite a bit of health, so I don't think we were getting hurt that bad. Gear can really kind of float your character along. So even if their rank isn't that high, because your normal base attack really doesn't, unless like you're messing around with stances, this is gonna really get affected too much. Unless you're a warrior class in which you're using like the different like weapon master, things like that, in which case you're gonna just get way better at fighting. Excuse me. As you level up. But we're not really at least set up as a warrior class right yet, so I'm gonna try to mental cut them again. Do we get them? Oh, we did. We did set it on them. Michelin, the pirate guard. It's nice knowing you, Michelin, but I think we're getting close to where we say goodbye to you. I mean, the only thing is it doesn't do a huge amount of damage right now. Because of, it's not as high rank. We're gonna probably have a ton of XP, so if we did need to run back for any reason, we probably would have advanced quite a bit. And I think with our idea with our character here is that we're going to just avoid the magic path a little bit with this character, and maybe once we become king, have a heir that really focuses in on magic. We're gonna have psionics, but we're gonna really kind of focus on just having that be what it is, if that makes sense. Like we're not gonna mess around too much with it. We're gonna have this they're gonna be a little bit of a hybrid, a little unoptimal, but not at least that way we can kind of at least rely on this normal fighting and not have to really hunt down spells until we're in a situation in which it'll be a little bit easier to get gear and things like that. Because right now getting stabs, magical like wands, stabs, things like that is gonna just kind of downright difficult. Hold on, let's turn back. Swing. Whoop. Ah. Missing. Yeah, we're having a hard time. Come on, stop. Stop running around, Michelin. Ah! He was making it hard. Okay, hold on. There we go. We got him. We got him. Happy to see that. Happy to see that. Bottle of husky were-rat blood. Ooh. It's a little grisly. A little grisly sounding. Let's go ahead and head up. There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead up and see if... Now, I can't really see those archers, but they're really not doing a bunch of damage to me, so it doesn't really matter that much. Can you hear the people whipping out the weapons and putting them back? Because I can definitely hear them. I don't know if they're just behind a locked door and so they can't do anything. I think that's what it is. They're not running after us, as you can see. Just getting all our stamina back by relaxing. Stamina is pretty key in this game. Just went through here. Oh, there comes more guards. We can kind of keep them at this choke point. Because they can't run off to the sides with the water. Oh, they put us on the other side. As long as we kind of keep facing them, we can keep using parry. There we go. Weird types in this game are a little bit easier to play as. Magic types, once you get really powerful, you can just really easily, like it becomes much easier, but there's like a curve. A bit of a learning curve because you're kind of tied to your magic pool, your sorcery or wizardry pool, and I really want to end that because whoever is providing the course of blades is really making it hard to fight. Here, we're gonna sit down for a bit while they come up. Good thing is we can kind of take these guys on a little more reasonably, just by one like this. Okay, there's an archer still shooting us somehow. Come on, get closer. Swing and mirror. If we parry, it'll set him off balance. There we go. And swinging is gonna be easy. Oh, he still dodged it. That's interesting. There we go. Dead. Okay, so character, loot. Let's see what they got. Key. Yeah, because we're still getting shot at. So we do need to solve this problem. We're gonna just rest. Hopefully. Oh no, we're getting shot bad. Oh gosh, we're gonna. Ah! Okay, so now I should say this. So if you die on the overworld, basically it goes with the idea that since someone can find you, they drag you to safety. So we'll show you what I mean. So you don't die for good. This is actually a good opportunity. So we got shot, but basically you go down, but someone can come and get you. If you die in a dungeon, you're dead. Dying in overworld isn't like you died. It's kind of like you were knocked out. Whoop. There we go. Now I don't think I've actually ever went down in the overworld, so I'm not really sure when I lost. We have tons of experience. But it's really not that big of a loss if you're in the overworld. You do lose, I think it looks like everything that you weren't holding at the moment. But let's go ahead and run out. I think it'll drop on the ground, so I think we'll still be able to go grab it. So as you can see, well, it gives like a suck command apparently. But basically the idea is let's sit down. I just realized we are deathly tired. So unlike Grunmar, his brother Grunmar, while struck down by an arrow while resting, basically kind of got found and rescued. I guess it was a good opportunity to show off. It's kind of hard to see the arrows coming at you. I wasn't really expecting them to be able to shoot that far. I think I couldn't see them, so I think that they're just on a different elevation. Maybe that's why I was hearing the sounds. I'm not too familiar with the archer thing. Typically, sometimes they just don't hit. So it's kind of hard to tell when they're coming after you with the archers on those walls. So if you get defeated, but as long as you're not in the dungeon, it's not and you don't have what call it. There is a hardcore option, which makes the whole entire world permadeath. But we're going with the default setting, which is that we call it. The dungeons are permadeath because no one can basically rescue you. Which I like that a little bit. I like that a little bit better because then there's actually danger to dungeons. And it's kind of realistic. If you ever looked at the actual casualty reports in medieval battles, believe it or not, a lot of people didn't die. I know that seems like really weird because you're like, oh, medieval medicine back then was just not like a thing, but it wasn't really that element of it that was what prevented a lot of casualties. A lot of it was either someone got hurt in their hands. Like there was an entire battle, and two-handed swords were interesting because they weren't necessarily used in every situation. But in the cases there was one big battle, I think in like Scotland or somewhere in the somewhere in the British Isles, if I can remember correctly. Where it was basically a giant force of people using two-handed blades versus another giant force of people using two-handed blades. And basically the main injury for both sides were wrist injuries. And the casualty reports, while really high, the actual death rate was really low. So it kind of reflects that if someone can reach you, because this is basically a town, even though it's owned by the enemy right now, technically it's our hometown. If someone coming by to save us is pretty really realistic. Oop. They hit the bush. They've slain the bush. Hardcore is if you want to play kind of that there's no possibility of survival if you're taken down. More like traditional Iron Man-esque. I kind of like this better because it's actually kind of a little more realistic. Especially if you're basically a knight-esque style character. Very likely, especially if you got hit by someone like an arrow, right? That it might not be a death wound. I mean, there's a reenactor I was watching. I don't remember their videos. Oh, it was a reenactor I think I was watching. That was talking about the triangular bayonets versus normal bayonets. And I actually pointed out that like there multiple he was using on the source he was using to show that triangular bayonets weren't necessarily a death sentence. It was basically a doctor who was mentioning treating the different wounds, and basically in both cases that was provided, the people kind of just healed up. Kind of just got better. Infection, if infection didn't really get them, then there wasn't really, infection was the biggest hurdle. And if it had gotten like a major injury, I guess if there was like a chance of it being a permadeath, right, then that'd be even more realistic versus permadeath only when no one can find you. So, just so you know, we don't have to take it too seriously as long as we're not in a dungeon. Dungeons are permadeath. Dungeons are if you trip and you look at the wall wrong, basically you're permanently dead. Whoa, that's scary. What's going on there? Why is he faceless? Woo! Who is that? Oh, I just threw my mouse down. That was creepy, to say the least. I had two faceless men come out of the woods. What? And attack us. I dropped my mouse. Not that I really need it. In this game, particularly. Basically, if you're not in a dungeon, there's no real need to necessarily be really kind of protected. You can go down. It won't mean that you've lost the game. However, you will want to get your coins back. You would have dropped all that. You want to get everything you dropped. So, roleplay wise, basically you got taken down, but someone dragged you away. But they weren't dragging your stuff. They weren't dragging your stuff with them. They were saving your life, but they weren't. No one told them they were gonna have to drag your stuff along too. I think there was a mod. I want to say that someone I saw on. I want to say again another video someone made where they were trying to make it in Skyrim that whenever you got defeated, that unless you got fatality, basically, bandits captured you or other things like that. I think I heard something about that, which kind of sounds like a good idea. I kind of do like the distinction though of being able to still have a chance that you die, but if you're able to keep the conditions in which you go down under control, like in our case, since we get down in public, we can come back. Whereas if we went down in somewhere isolated, then we're in trouble. Where it's a serious trouble. We go down in a dungeon and get killed, then it's or get knocked down, then that's end of the road. Hardcore or not, it's always gonna be a death. I kind of feel like for people who don't want to, well, I guess for people who don't want to ever risk permadeath, they could just never go into a dungeon. You don't really ever really need to go into a dungeon. But I do like the ability to have some kind of distinction. Not everywhere in the game needs to be a permadeath area. Especially if it's kind of an area where it makes sense. Where you're going to for you to be able to be rescued by somebody. I think I've already mentioned before Outward does something similar, which is really fun. But I do think that Outwards can be a little bit inconvenient, and I don't know if there's even a way to technically push it to where you know, that was the last straw and you die. I don't think there is a way to have that happen. Let's take all this stuff, all the common stuff, just in case we want to see anything later. Some crafting stuff, but we're gonna leave it on the ground. It's gonna trash up the area a little bit, but that's okay. We'll come back get it later. So don't feel too pressured when you're in when you're outside of a dungeon to not go down, unless you really want to be careful about your stuff. So it's not good, and it has realistic consequences in the regards of that you'll lose. You know, someone who comes by and drags you to safety isn't going to necessarily. What in the world is going on with? Disappeared. Creepy. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Who is that? Who are those people? Who are those faceless people? They're coming out of nowhere, wanting to punch me. Strange people. Okay, hold on. So let's go over here. Okay, so we've reached town again. Now there's another faceless person. And they disappeared. I'm a little bit concerned. Is our guy hallucinating a little? See, I don't think we lose skill or anything when we die at all. Or get knocked down. This is really technically like dying and then getting knocked down. I don't think we lose anything other than gear. Not that I remember exactly what our skills were at the time. But an arrow got us while we were sitting down. So, someone came along, Grunmar, but caught knocked down with an arrow. Fortunately, not surrounded. I believe a necromancer could theoretically make you undead, which would be caught. Well, in theory, I guess they could, if your body got in that case. But I don't know. Oh, there we go. Whoop. We got all our chicken. Okay, I still hear all these guys. I'm gonna take all this. I'm gonna get shot a little bit, I think. We're gonna drop our bag of coins so that we don't drop. There you go. I do want to hold our main bag of coins and make that there we go. Much better. I'm gonna grab it in some kind of order at least. Okay, inventory full. Man, we are getting really tore up by these archers I can't see. Is they're shooting from in there? I don't know where these these arrows are coming from. I'm really concerned. And we're getting tore up by these arrows. I kind of wish I could see what's going on with that. It's a little, I guess they're shooting from inside, which makes sense, but I kind of think it'd be better to know what's going on. I don't know. This is me. It's just me thinking that. Let's think. Let's use that TAM potion. See what happens. Nope, can't use it. Use? Oh, he's resting. Oh, potion of dexterity. That's cool. So that was a good potion. We like that potion. I want to drop that. Drop that. We can always come back for that gear. We're gonna move these scrolls over. Unfortunately, they got moved to like the back for some reason. I would say that's gonna be the most annoying part of this, is gonna be just getting all the stuff back into their rightful places. There you go. Move it into the right spot. Can I not move it while I'm sitting? I don't think I can. Gotta move it from while standing. But yeah, don't be too worried. Don't be too worried about getting knocked down unless you have hardcore mode on. In which case, then every situation's fatal. It doesn't matter if you find it or not, but don't feel the need. I know that there's a temptation, and trust me, I feel it too, in a lot of times, because there's a level of pride thing of where you're like, oh, but I want to do the hardest possible thing. Period. Trust me, you'll feel a lot better if you aim for realistic. If you aim for realistic, you're gonna feel a lot better. And some games, that is that may be easier in some games to achieve, harder in some games to achieve, right? Might be harder to survive in Fallout, let's say, with realistic difficulty, or we call it, and easier to survive in, let's say, I don't know, Skyrim or something like that. I don't know. I had finding actually Skyrim having it kind of challenging with the weather. I'm having to adjust to that. So I guess our guy got dragged in from the cold. Uh-oh. Woo! I removed a curse. Do I have another curse? Oh! We have a bunch of cursed gear. Or do we have cursed gear, or are we just wasting it? I think we're just wasting it. And sadly, I feel like we are wasting it. Not using it. Let's use this. No, nothing to be identified. Okay, let's drop that. Remember, all this stuff will just stay. It won't get left. The only thing that doesn't get taken is if you don't loot from somebody, right? So if you don't loot from somebody, then you're in trouble. But if you loot from them, it's not a problem. Don't worry too much about it. You're good. But I find that's a whole lot easier to just try to make a realistic experience. And I know this might sound a bit presumptuous of me, but I do kind of wish that most games had just a difficulty called realistic. Not normal, not easy, not hard, just realistic. And just have a realistic difficulty. Some games do. And just, if that's easy, if it's hard, doesn't matter. Could be that it makes it easy, could be it makes it hard. It just is devoid of the other one. Because there's hardcore, and hardcore sometimes means realistic. But a lot of times in some games, hardcore also just makes it hard for the sake of being hard. Because they're going to give this perception of it's a really, really difficult world. Or a dangerous world. But I think that's trying too hard. I think that's just trying too hard. Let's see. Oh, boy, there's a. You stay in there. Do they just shoot right out the wall? Is that what I'm getting? Okay, so I think I'm learning a little bit. That's actually something I didn't really understand. Because the thing is, I can't really see the arrows, so before I've never really... I knew people were shooting, but I didn't really analyze that too much. So, and they can shoot a pretty good long ways, because they shot us down in the buildings. So that's good to know. Do a decent amount of damage, too. So I do kind of advocate a realistic difficulty setting, or games in which defeat, can be death. Alright, definitely can be death, but might not necessarily be death. Because, realistically, until kind of modern warfare, by modern warfare, I don't mean like modern day in terms of like post second millennia. I mean like even in the 1900s to 1800s, if you consider that modern. Till you really started getting guns and explosives involved. You didn't really have that. You didn't the casualty rates. Like you'd oftentimes have enemies rout, or the fights were generally not all that. At least in some places, weren't always that large. Oftentimes, if they died, it was after the fact, due to disease, injuries, or to just being executed. That's another thing. Is a lot of times people just died because the captors dragged them in and finished them off. I mean, there's a blade, the dagger. There's a joke, not a joke, but a nickname for daggers being called the Blade of Mercy, because if you were important, in medieval days, when they raised up if you were in heavy enough armor, if you were in armor in which you had a faceplate, they'd look at your face, and if you were important, they'd close it back. You'd see the blade, but then they close it back. You're safe. They don't care about killing you because you're more expensive, just to sell and ransom. And generally, if you were important enough, you had a ransom. But if you were not important and they opened it up, or if you were important, if you were important but they weren't, gonna care if you had a ransom, if this was not about the ransom, then that thing is going into the helmet faceplate. And by that I mean is they're gonna lift up the faceplate and mulch you. So, from my understanding of medieval warfare, being important was basically like having plot armor. Plot armor existed. In real life, it kind of did. Just not in the same extent as it does oftentimes in fiction. It was often, if you were valuable, you just didn't, you just weren't often killed because you were valuable. We're gonna get shot up again. Let's take all these arrows. I think it's not so much that they do a lot of damage. I think it's just tons in there, and we're just getting lit up. I'm trying to take the food real quick. Let me take the food. They're spamming arrows into everything. We're just gonna go inside and ignore them. Because I think, ironically, they can shoot further than they can shoot further back. Further in than they can shoot further back. I wanted to activate this. There we go. And let's get behind this tree. So I don't think they can really mess with us. Behind this tree. There we go. There we go. I think that works. Okay. Let's run over here. Give it a nice swing. Ah, there we go. We're doing good. There we go. Run across. Do a little run. And then swing. There we go. I don't know if strong, I think that our buffs probably went away. So I'm going to throw on parrying defense. Oh, darn, I screwed it up. Just do strong weapon parry real quick. There we go. At least we have that. If our buffs did go away, then we have that at least. Okay, parry defense. Oh, not mental cuts. I mental cut myself. Hold on. I think I gave one of them a parrying defense, which is not good. I may have given one of them parrying, an enhanced parrying. There we go. Okay. Block me. Uh-oh. I think we set the mental cuts on them. I think we also set the parry on them. I think that was the problem. Okay, so parrying defense. There we go. Ah, even demonstrating our parrying skill as soon as we do that too. Come on. There we go. So the only time your life is really at risk, unless you're on hardcore mode, which makes it at risk 100% of the time. Because technically you can hit people on the ground, so if you want to think about it, we're technically not... I know it's saying that we're killing them, but when you think about it, the bodies do disappear. If they don't, if someone's not turning them undead or something. And we can hit them on the ground, so... way I'm kind of thinking of it is that they're not necessarily dead. I mean, they look dead, but they're not necessarily dead. They could be alive. Maybe. They could maybe be alive. Still. Okay, I'm just gonna loot these guys. I know it's a bit much, maybe, but always donate the gear. I'm not going to be able to get that guy, unfortunately. Oh, no, I will. Okay. Okay, I think we got it. Let's sit down. Okay, we got storage over there. We're basically getting inside the kingdom. We're gonna take it. We're gonna take it for ourselves. The castle of Aptalfrin City. Aptalfrin City. To get knocked out. and oh, you're a store owner? Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Ignore me. Oh, no. Lock. Oh, darn. Hold on, what about this way? Buy and sell even more. I'm gonna just run out and I'm gonna see if I can kind of reset them. Leave me be. Oh no. I wonder if I can lock that. Oh, I locked them out. Oh no, I locked myself in. I didn't lock them out. I locked myself in. There we go. Okay, hold on. Let's kill them. We need to find the Baron here. Baron Burkasad. Come on. You're hiding them somewhere. Where are you sheltering the Baron? Your archers may have messed with me earlier, but we're gonna get him. So dungeons are the real danger in with default play. Dungeons are the real danger, and I think maybe undead. Because I think if you get turned undead, then that's a different issue. I don't know if that'll leave you dead for good. I have a bad feeling it would, or leave you undead, and then then you're part of the monster faction. I haven't actually had something ever do that, so I'm not really sure. Hold on, let's swing again. Ah! I think we just hit the body on the ground. Come on. Come after us, come on. Also, when you think about it, it makes sense because the threats in dungeons are kind of body destruction focused. Like lava. Lava is a good example. There is holes that fall forever. And in the dungeon, no one's coming to get you. So, maybe, and if I don't think there's any way of finding a hole in the overworld. But even if you did, you could make an argument that somebody found you and saved you. But not gonna be able to have that same luxury in a dungeon. Take the key. See if this person has anything useful on them. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's go around. So we know what's in there. So how we're gonna get to the king here? So there's somebody in there. Party guard. So this is a store. So we're gonna have to just pretty much ransack this place until we find this guy. Take me to your leader! And this is ironic to say in a fantasy setting. Hold on. We're gonna corner you into. We're gonna corner you. Oh man, dodge this? Really? Okay, we parried and put him off balance, but seemed like it didn't work. So let's parry again. I'll block this. Probably get a good chance to get a hit on us. Oh, he dodges. Okay, we got him off balanced. Man, we're kind of trading miss for miss here. Sometimes we seem to do really well with this off balancing. Other times it doesn't seem like it plays in our favor. Oh, there we go. We're gonna wait until we get him off balance again. Ah, we were ready, and he dodged. Okay. Oh, we hit him and we didn't even knock him off balance that time. Come on. Okay, you got nothing. You got like no health. You know what? I'm gonna shoot you with this. I'm pretty. Oh, no, I got him. I was gonna say I thought it said missed, but I think he missed us. Okay. So. We got this stuff here. Buy and sell. Can't really buy or sell because we're not friends with these guys. I'm gonna loot him. Common tower shield. We got an actual tower shield. Oh, let's do identify item real quick. Use. Okay, hold on. So let's see until. Okay, no items that identify what's common tower shield. Common tower shield. Pierce resistance 20%. What is my buckler right now? Where is it on my left hand? There we go. Common shield. Medium armor. Okay, so it doesn't really help us that much right now. So let's remove our common shield. Or put it on one of the ring. We need to put on a ring so we have one free space. So I do have another space for a ring. Common ring. Use. Okay, there we go. Now let's remove our shield. Remove. And then throw on that tower shield. There we go. There we go. I think we got... Okay. I think we're good. Okay, class. Hold on. Oh, that's locked, I think. So, can't really do anything but there. I think we're going to have to go through this way to get to the king. We're going to take out room by room just to be sure, because I don't want to get surrounded. We're going to have to kind of dungeon crawl, ironically, since we've been talking about attacking dungeons. Now, the shield's not going to really help our parrying do any better. Because it's not, parry has nothing to do with block. But we are going to parry pretty effectively, actually. Because we just parried twice. Well, we could do a two-handed weapon. We just don't have a two-handed weapon. I would do a two-handed weapon if I did have it, though. Or if I knew I did. And it was a good one. And there is pole weapons, but I don't know. Maybe we could do a pole weapon. Pole weapons are a little bit tricky because their skills are a little bit tricky. They're good for getting a bunch of exposes on. They're good if you want to be like a leader kind of style. Or if you want to use your lance. I think that counts as a pole weapon. Your family lance that's in your home. But the tricky thing is you need to be on a horse for lance to really, work. Got the hiccups. There you go. Otherwise this is not gonna. It's not gonna really. You could be using other things. But it's got a lot of exposes, making them very, basically you can expose to a lot of different damage types. The only problem is most weapons only do one damage type, so you only really need one expose, and it's to whatever the damage you're doing. But it's good if you use a lot of different weapons. So if you carry a pole hammer, a pole axe, and a spear, or, something like that. Pole hammer, pole axe, and pole spear, not pole spear, but just spear. Then you'd be set to just use whichever one. But you need if you know what you're doing, that could be really, really good. But and there's a special directness when it comes to things like spears and pole weapons, which is really fun. But if you want to do a guard build, I feel like that'd be really fun. If you want to make one character who's just kind of like a guard, or a knight, like a knightly lancer kind of build. But the knightly lancer is going to be a little bit tricky. Just to say, the knightly lancer will be maybe a little bit tricky. But it could be funny to have a pole hammer. I know there's hammers, but I think pole hammer falls under pole weapon. But I don't know if the Lucerne... I think they have a Lucerne hammer in the game. But I don't know if that falls under hammer or pole hammer. Not really sure. But if you want to if you wanted that lance on, use the lance, but then be able to get off and not have to use a whole nother weapon, then that's an option for you. Not a bad option, actually. Might even think of making a build oriented around that. The only thing is when you start going into strength skills, there is a temptation just to use medium armor. Because Constitution is the skill for blocking and heavy armor. So blocking and heavy armor and parrying is the skill for strength. So we could, for example, right now, just go into strength and go into medium armor and be able to move a lot faster. But we do want to have some health and not sacrifice strength, or not sacrifice Constitution for additional strength. So if you want to kind of balance, I think the Conqueror, I want to call it the Conqueror build, I think, which is what the developer made, does that tactic of, well, I think, they use heavy armor because they just don't, even though they have really high strength, I think it's that they just don't prioritize it too much. Like, they don't have an armor skill at all, I don't think. But shields, I think you may be able to use some shields with a spear. I want to say maybe buckler, maybe. Not really super sure if you can use polearm and shield. Haven't done many polearm builds, so it's kind of a little. It's just speculation on my part to some degree. Let's use that. And then remove curse, just to see if we had anything. Nope, nothing that's cursed. Innocent slaying bracelet. Oh, hold on. Constitution and Weapon Master. Well, strength, blacksmithing. We do want strength right now. Constitution would be good, but we want strength a little bit. We can't take that ring. Don't worry, it's there, so we won't lose it. It'll stay there. All your junk will stay around. Don't worry about it. Trust me, you'll be sick of it after a while. You'll get so much junk on the ground if you loot a lot. Oh my gosh! Tons of people. Tons of people. We are absolutely getting swarmed here. Whoop! Good thing for us, though, is we're going to be able to hit a lot of people in very few hits. So, let's go here. This seems like a really smart choke point, seeing as there's not a really long range for someone to back up and shoot us from. Okay, I'm swinging the wrong way. I need to be swinging up. Woo! Okay, hold on. We're getting low. I don't want to have to come back and do that scavenger hunt again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside and unlock the door. There we go. Good. Oh boy, we really dropped in health. I mean, can they hit me from inside? I don't think they can. Let's see our items and see if they still have strong weapon parry on them. No, because we could just do that a little bit. So let's go ahead and just throw strong weapon parry in some of our gear. Sit down in between. Really kind of get prepared. So chest next. There we go. Arms next after that. Rest from our hurt state. We have some food with us too, so if we do get hungry. And they're not getting reinforcements with the drawbridge as it is. Okay. So hands next. Hands next. There we go. So strong weapon parry. We're getting strong weapon parry on all my gear. Buffs are good. Buffs are really good because they last just a long time. As you can see, 1900 seconds. 1970 seconds. So even longer. Even longer than that. We got a lot of gear to upgrade. So buffs can be just really good because you just have a lot of gear that you can throw buffs on. Not entirely sure if they stack, but I operate on the assumption that they do. Could be that it's useless for anything but the parrying thing, but hey, you lose nothing unless you're like in the middle of a fight, so might as well throw it on. Go ahead and do it on the short sword. And do we have a spear? That we could check? Common spear. Hold on. Okay, we have the bow on the other end. Hold on. Let's do... Got the coins. Oh, darn. It did change it from our Green Mars bag of coins to leather bag of coins. That's kind of sad. I like keeping the name. Hold on, let's use... Stamina. Okay, that's a potion of stamina. That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I like that. Let's see. Gonna drop these gauntlets. What's that necklace do? Intelligence, hammer. Intelligence would be good, but not really right now. Because we're not really in a position in which our psionic abilities... Our psionic abilities are just to make up for not being able to shoot arrows. That's what they're for. They're there to make up for the fact that we can't shoot arrows. Oh yeah, we were running to see if we can use the spear. So let's go ahead. Remove. Try to see if I can use a spear and shield. I can. I can use a spear and shield. I don't know if that's really better, but with hand. Attack plus 20%. What was the Roy's short sword? Average value craftable 6. I mean, was that it? Just average value? And what was that? Junk workmanship. How about Roy's sword? Craftable. Average workmanship. You know what? We can just check the damage on that. So we're doing, if we swing, we're dealing 653. Oh, and that's our attack rating. 653 with 388 to 504 piercing damage. Let's go ahead and remove that. The buff might be changing things too, so we do way more damage. I think that might be from the buff. Though I'm not sure. So we're gonna try it one more time just to see if the buff is modifying the damage at all. If the spear's damage changed. Move. Use. Check that spear's damage. Nope. Didn't really change. So we're not going to use the spear. There we go. Throw on that short sword. So we can use the spear and shield. Okay, let's unlock that. Time to go in and try to take these guys on. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. For sure. I think they're going to be pretty hurt, though. I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to deal with that archer first. Hopefully... Oh, well, it doesn't seem like that was in the cards. Okay, so let's run. Better off just running through here. Bunch of them saying that they were unharmed by their friend, basically. Whoop! Someone snuck behind me. Let's run back in here. Okay, I think we hit him. That or he hit us for some damage. Okay. One of these might be the Baron. I don't really know. Normally I think that they're all in heavy armor. I don't think there's been a Baron that's not been in, or a King-esque tier 10 that wasn't in heavy armor. All these guys look like they're tier 1. They're just outnumbering me and thus doing a lot of damage. Maybe that shield isn't performing as good as I thought it was. It seems like we're getting hit a lot more. Even though we don't really block. Having more constitution just would help us ironically block just passively. Just because it modifies all skills like that. You shouldn't need a skill to actually parry or block. It's kind of like how we're dodging but we don't have evasion. Whoop. So we went up in dexterity and went up in things like that. We could, and now you can actually lower a skill to raise it. If that makes sense. I'll raise another one. Okay, we're gonna hit pretty bad. Oh, we're gonna hit really bad. Okay, so we got interrupted, unfortunately. Okay, hold on. Swing from the back. Oh, we got him. Okay, I think we can probably fight this one alone. Come on. Oh, he might take us down. He might be a problem. Okay, there we go. Let's rest. Oh no, he came out with us. He did come out with us. So we gotta fight to the death here. Whoop. Hopefully we don't get shot in the back. Unlock. Lock. Lock. No. Can we run in here? Woo! You can. Aha! You're trapped. You're trapped behind a door. Hopefully we have enough keys that we don't end up trapped. Because we don't have a hammer to get our way out. To work our way out. If we get trapped, we're trapped for good. Unfortunately. Unless we go make a whole nother character just to get him out of the mess. And then he'll starve to death. So hardcore versus non-hardcore gameplay is really just honestly that outside of dungeons, how much of decent human beings exist. Do decent human beings exist in your world? Hardcore, they don't. Meaning if they see you get knocked down, nobody's touching you. Nobody's gonna drag you to safety. Nobody's gonna mess with you at all. They're just gonna let you, rot where you are. Whereas with hardcore off, as long as you're not in a dungeon, right, and basically your entire body is being destroyed in lava, or something where you're totally gone and thus unreachable. Someone's gonna be like, hey, I kind of feel bad for that guy, and run over, drag you to safety. They won't bring your stuff with you, but they'll drag you to some kind of moderate form of safety, and you're gonna have to either go back and get your stuff, or something like that. Or if you starve and you fall over, then someone might come and help you. So, something to keep in mind. Gotta unlock this. I know I'm not fully healed up, but whatever. We're gonna go with it. Hold on. Who is it? Who's whipping out their weapon and dropping it back? Okay, hold on. I think these guys will be still a little hurt. I want to lock that door. Aha! I want to kill this archer. Tactically lock doors. That's my advice to you. To everyone playing this game. Tactically lock doors. Doors are your friend. They're also an enemy because they hide people, but they're mostly your friend. Because unlike most others, they can't really... What in the world is that on the ground? Is that a flail? Heavy set of horseshoes? Let's go ahead and just take the coins. And also loot them, just so that later on we got some stuff to donate or sell. You don't have to do that, but it's one thing you can do. It's a possibility. Someone's probably back in there, so I'm gonna actually check it out. Oh no, those are the shopkeepers. Wait, were they bad guys? Casting Archer's Mark. Casting Exposed. Ooh, they cast a bunch of exposes on me? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me I've got a bunch of bad spells on me. Uh-oh. I forgot how to check the spells. Forgot to check the spells. I realized we never changed our job from peasant. Forgot to check my spells and magical effects. View increase casting level. Okay. We're not worried about that. Ooh, that's the king. I think that's the king. Yep, Berserker. Whoop. I'm going to see if I can get him on his own. He might hit hard, so we're going to try to avoid him at all costs. I wonder if I can actually kill them by dropping them through the... Whoop. There we go. All right, we want to be smart, play smart with doors and terrain. Whoop. Whoop. Hold on. The best case thing is hold on. In fact, I'm gonna actually lower this because if we die and we don't have that down, we're not getting back. Okay, let's run through. I actually thought it would be how funny would it be if I just locked them all out. If I locked them outside. I wonder if I'd win by just default. It's like, ah, my castle now. Whoop. Okay, he evaded it pretty effectively, in fact. Oh, Lucerne, someone, okay, common Lucerne hammer. Someone's got a common Lucerne hammer. And a shield, I think. But I don't know if that makes it count as a hammer or something else, so. He does have a shield in it, but I don't know if that still counts as a hammer or a polearm. Ooh boy. Ooh boy, took a big hit. Okay, they all dodged it. Worst case scenario. Ooh, we're off balance, but we did parry. Okay, let's run through. Someone's got very little health. Okay, another one dead. Or knocked down, I guess. I guess they may be dead because when we're thinking about it, we're basically going to be hitting them on the ground by accident while running around fighting. So you could argue we're hitting them while they're down. Claim throne. Do it. Nope. Oh boy, I sat down and got punished for it. Whoop. Unlock. Rest. Rest a little bit. Keep fighting this castle. I think we will be able to just outlast this guy. I know that seems weird, but I think it's actually possible. I actually think that that's within our ability to do. And how many keys do we have left? 36 uses left. So we have a lot of uses of the keys. So with the power of keys, we can win this. I'm gonna probably keep the stream going until we can win. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna keep the stream going until we either win or lose, one or the other. Now, if you get killed though, or not killed, or knocked down, killed, whatever you want to say it, in the overworld, someone can't steal your stuff if you're in an open server. So it's total loot in that regard, with the exception of whatever it let you keep, with after being dragged away a little bit. Okay, so we have splint mail, sleeves, medium armor, heavy armor. So our sleeves are medium armor. Our leggings are medium armor. So do we have a heavy armor leggings? Chainmail. Well, we can look among the corpses later. See if we can see if that's a thing we can find. Right now we're a mix of medium and heavy armor. Come on, hit him. Do damage. Do some damage to him. It's a giant. It's a rank 10 giantkin. Ooh boy, he's gonna do some damage to us though. If he gets hits off on us, we let him get hits off on us like that. Come on. Didn't it leave an impression? I guess. Okay. Whoop. Run back through here. Choke points are a friend. Unfortunately, I swung way too early. Rest a little bit. Get some health back. Whoop! Oh, he hit me. One of them hit me. Whoop! my attempt to sneak off. There we go. Whoop, missed me. There you go. Sit down a little bit. We can kind of just run and sit a little bit. Oh, we can fight just as one guard. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's preferable. Because then I can not have to constantly worry about the other guards. I think that if it's just us, we could probably do pretty effectively against them. Looting. 10 key again. Coin. Did I buy item? Loot. Common tower shield again. We'll just leave it. There we go. Another key. Some key and coins. Let's take that. And the key. And loot you too. And just have that sitting on the ground. Let's just loot all these people. Because the buys will disappear otherwise. If the worst happens and we do get taken down. Let's go ahead. Whoop. Take the coins. 10 key. Okay. And there we go, like a poleaxe and things like that. Loosen hammer. Actually, hold on. I think if I click loosen hammer, it'll tell me, right? No, it won't let me look at it. I don't know. Those coins are those. Yeah, leather bag of coins. Book of blocking. We could do blocking, I guess. Let's go ahead. Relax here. Before going and fighting him once more. No, one less guard. Covering him. We're going to open up with I'm going to do parry defense before I run in. I'm also going to open up with some mental cuts. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but at least it'll be something. Might stagger him. I don't know if it does stagger. We have a lot of coins. We have a whole lot of coins. Whole lot of them. Kind of worried if I get in and out of the game, too, the guards might be back. We might have to fight our way through once more. So it's another reason why I'm kind of wanting to kind of get through it in one try. Now that we're in. Okay. Throw it on him. Okay, we got the thing on him. Whoop, swing. Oh, he jumped behind us. Hold on. We are doing damage to him. There's that. Hold on. Swing and a miss. Swing, miss. Swing. Oh, okay. Swing, miss. Whoop. Ah, he's smart about jumping behind us. Yeah, he's not gonna get fooled, it seems. Oh, it does stagger him a little bit, it seems. Now, the only thing is when we're running away, we can't parry. But I think his con skill is probably too good for me to actually be able to reliably. And let's try shooting him a little bit. So I think that's where my strength is going to lie. Is going to be in shooting him. There we go. Ah, there we go. Oh, that would do so little to him, though. It's going to take too long. Oh, Archer. We're inviting an archer into the fight, which isn't really what I want. Come on. Swing and a miss. Whoop. Hold on. Swing. Swing. Oh, we missed too. Hey, we're in a deadlock here. A duel of the ages. King, or not king, but Baron Burbkassad. Ready to execute swordsman feint. Whoop. Ah, you told us what you were going to do. You shouted your special move before we dodge out of the way. Ooh, he evaded us. I have a bad feeling we're not going to be able to hit him with anything but the mental slashes. Yeah, he is just like ducking and diving out of every hit we try to do. Okay, there we go. And then mental cuts. I think it ran out of time. Okay, yeah, it's going to do damage to him steadily. But we need to kind of run and get some stamina back. Okay, hit and miss. That's good. I can sit down while you do that. Run. Come on, swinging this. There we go. Get some stamina back. we will whittle this guy down if that, so help me. Okay. Whoop. Oh, he evaded. Man, he is really, I guess I gotta give it to him. He's got some dodging moves. The man can move. Oh, he's walking off? Really? And he regenerated his health. I just said out like you had moves. I complimented you and you walked off. Can I claim it by just sitting in it? Whoop. Nope. Oh, he hit us pretty squarely. Ah. Hold on. We may just not be able to do it with our current skill level. You might just back away. Oh boy, we get hit pretty heavy in the back. Oh, we can't move. Oh no, he's got us. Woo! He had us. Yeah, he had us stunned. Okay, we can't go there if I remember correctly. Let's go. Keep our eyes on him. Swing in the back. Oh no. Because the thing is evasion. The problem is he's a light armor guy, so if I go behind him, I can't just whittle him down by just constantly moving behind him. Because you can just do evasion. You can just do evasion. It's problematic. Okay, he's gonna try to do the tricky moves on us now. Let's do the. There we go. Did I just cast that on myself? Don't tell me I cast that on myself. Oh, nice try. Okay, we're gonna see if I can put another one on him. I'm kind of curious if I just can keep stacking. Oh, I can. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Just keep stacking mental cuts on him. Just grow that damage. Oh, that'd be amazing. Whoop. Come on. Throw some more mental cuts on him. Okay, you can't really see it from there. The only thing is if I get too far away, he just regenerates his health. Seemingly, so. Kind of have to somewhat fight him. Ooh, he just disappeared to me. Is he just regenerating his health faster than I could possibly hurt him? He is like got a ton of health, if that's the case. I'm just gonna run back here. Whoop, run around. I'm gonna run around this post and sit down every once in a while. Whoop. Oh no! Oh, I sat down before he was gonna swing at me. Come on. Come on. Get those mental cuts off. There we go. There we go. There we go. I just need I found his weakness. Hey, kid, what are you doing on the throne? That's not cool. Don't just go sitting on thrones. It isn't yours. You gotta win that through combat. Or through cheating. It's two ways of getting that. Yeah, he's literally regenerating health faster than I can possibly hurt him. He's literally getting his health back faster. Yeah, I think that fighting him isn't gonna work. I don't want to actually hit the kid. I feel really bad if I killed the kid. Oh gosh, I hit the kid. I'm sorry, kid. Oh no, the kid. Oh, I hit the. Sorry. Oh. I hit the pirate princess. It's not a kid, it was a young pirate princess. I hit his daughter. It was a kid. I hit his daughter. So bad. Wait, now am I the bad guy? I just went in and just slashed this guy's daughter in the face. I mean, I didn't mean to. It was entirely 100% unintentional. And now I notice he's following me further than he ever has. Or no, other than the first time we went in. Okay, I can see that I'm going to have to come back for you. This isn't going to work. So we'll have to come back. Stronger. More powerful. Uh-oh, I just realized all the arrows. Woo! Woo! Dodge. The thing is, I don't see any windows there, unless that's what those are. I get the windows in the front, I just don't get how they're shooting past that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Impressive saddle. Cool. Cool, cool. I'm going to relax here for a second. In fact, we're going to just go back to that same building we were at. So we're just going to have to remember that we're going to have to... If we're going to beat him, we're going to just need to be more skilled. But at least you guys have gotten a chance to see him. We learned. Reconnaissance. Reconnaissance is important. You got to know your enemy. So we'll leave it there. We know that they can shoot arrows pretty dangerously in between those two wall points, even though I don't really see a window. I guess it just doesn't show because of how the angle of the map was looking down, kind of like how it's looking like 2.5D. I guess you could say it's like 2.5D, or just 2D, I guess. Not sure if you'd consider 2.5D or 2D, but we'll have to come back to it. So, see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, see you guys later. All right, bye.